Hello everyone, and I'm the Soloist, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa. I won't lie to you all. I had a very strong urge to start the stream by saying, hello, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm a hungry boy. Can I get a slice of that pizza? Chris Hansen, very hungry. Hungry boy. And that is yummy pizza. I don't know if you guys have seen that video, and I know I misquoted it outside of that initial sentence, which is still so funny nonetheless. But like, it's literally is that? Has there always been an image of Monokuma back there? The door won't budge. It must be locked. I thought the data lab was on the 5th floor. Anyways, have you seen that video? The Chris Hansen, like, meme video? Where he's just trying to get the pizza that the pedophile has brought? I think that's so funny. I think it is such a funny, goofy edit. Obviously, all of the situations presented on Dateline are terrible, and we're glad that someone is catching some people out there. Catch more of them. But golly gee, that video makes me goof and gaff every time. That was a real extended intro on this, mainly because I don't know where to go. Sorry, I don't feel like listening to her talk, because I did forget that the whole intention was that we were going to break into the headmaster's room. What? It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Oh, wait, but the rules say we've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there... Howdy, Kingsley.
So
welcome.
In other words...
Then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen. Okay, sure, but we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. This is so beautiful. For serious? We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? Just call it a fucking pickaxe. You know that's what you meant. The thing in the tool shed.
Then.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
God damn it, Makoto. Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay. Go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself? Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. In my head, that, even though it would be in her weird little voice, her weird little horn dog voice, I absolutely read it in that fucking lemon grab voice. There's that unacceptable condition. Just that. With that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants. For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? insane. Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything about Toko and Byakuya is absolute insanity every moment of every day. No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He just told you to grow a pair, dude. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
Hey, just because Makoto got to think it in his head doesn't mean it's not immediately done stupid by us having to hear Kyoko say it again. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Also, I do enjoy that Makoto just kind of forgot about Sayaka. Like, when she died and they solved the mystery of her murder, it was a whole thing. He was like, I will make it out for her and for everyone else. And they don't talk about, like, most of anyone else anymore. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flabust. No. I'm totally flapstaff. Fap sauce? Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill. Where'd you come from?
So I appear.
Hello, hello. It's the wondiferous, murdiferous fiend. Here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile. I'm glad that they play the... Shout out to the voice actors that had to sit in the booth and make that noise. And shout out to them putting it in every time the Genocide Jill laugh line comes up. Saves me all the time. What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile, the pickaxe. Seeping imbecile? Oh, master! You wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe? Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch. This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate. Ah, the light bulb just went on. Hey guys. If Genocide Jill is here, that means one of two things. She either sneezed or she saw blood and fainted. Whose blood did she see? That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery?
Have you reached that
Yep. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X. Oh, fucking A.
So,
Now, what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Corpus. Did you hear me? I said corpse! Went into the Monokuma voice for a second.
Yep.
A corpse? That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into. We're going to the garden. Okay. Stomp, 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 stomp. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Deadly light. What was that? What was that little musical choice they used to do? Just to make things clear. Last night, I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. It sounded like the music said Danganronpa. Oh no, it does. At the very end of the little music clip, it always says Danganronpa before it loads in the next section. Which, they're so far and few between, we don't hear it often. Those look like Celeste's shoes. We need to find out who this actually is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever had to draw this JPEG of the arm was not having a good day. Proportionally, they were having the worst day of their life as an artist. Look at that arm. Look at that done by AI in 2024 arm that was drawn by a human being in 09/08. It's me, I drew it! Is that whoever this is? Oh, sorry, I forgot he had a sentence that I that I commandeered for my joke. They attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest, and just the general shape of the body. It is not a play on RE Code Veronica. Because to be fair, if I was gonna do that, I would have used more words. I would have made it more akin to fitting that title. I probably would have done like daily life code Kyoko. But anyways, no, it's not a reference to Code Veronica. Good guess though. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be. Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask, and in the next instant... Oh shit! What? There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. Oh fuck, is Toko dead? The body blew up. Oh my fuck. Okay, Makoto lost his mind for a second there. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then... Hurry up. Put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... It's burnt to a crisp! That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now?
What?
Huh? If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko? Kyoko? And that dead body is Kyoko? No, dude, I think it was, what's the name of the Lolita? I forgot her name already. I think it's the Lolita based on the shoes. No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But, I mean, who else? There is one other person. The Mastermind. What? The Mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The Mastermind get charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? I like how casually they dismantled Monokuma. It's so funny to me. Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. 30 is not middle-aged, my guy! Then, could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Also, again, every time, I really hate the game's audio mix. I kind of really hate that, it's not mixed well. You know what I mean? It's like the audio when they play their lines sometimes is way lower than the music. Anyways, I have a lot of complaints. It was a weird day. It was a weird day. Was it one of those days where it's like, oh, I should sit down, drink some alcohol? A little bit, but I didn't. I'm having sweet tea. It sounded... It sounded like puberty. It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey,
What?
wait. Oh, yeah, what he said. Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Yeah, dude, they fucking shot her into the sky like Team Rocket was blasting off again. I too had that kind of day, I think. Oh, that's not fun. Those are not good days to have. Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Dude, he spoke too fucking soon. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. Huh? What just happened? Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. Bitch, you went flying! How are you alive? This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. How are you alive? What? Oh, what's this? Right now, I have to focus on the body. Fuckhead, I want to look at everything else that's here too. Bastard. God damn it. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Shut the fuck up. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. She just fucking blew up. I don't give two hoots if she was a man, woman, non-binary, like non-gender conforming. I'm examining the fuck out of this body to find some clues. Okay? I'm gonna go tell the bride to wiggle her big toe if I have to, okay? I'm examining this. That's a reference to Kill Bill. Don't worry. I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. Hold on. There's something on the ground there. What? Just let me examine in the order I want to examine. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Oh, probably the data center. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? No, the fuck it's not, and you know it.
So...
No, I'm not even gonna read this. You saw the key. You know it's different. You're just stupid. I, the player, am not stupid. Every player playing the game is not stupid. Please stop treating us like we are licking the ground and saying it's delicious. We're not that stupid. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Oh, fuck. That was Byakuya, wasn't it? That, like, I've never seen this key before. So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
Huh? That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked.
So in other words...
You mean the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. There are dorm rooms on the second floor? Did I forget about those? It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Oh, I just get to go fucking explore? Neat. Good, because I was gonna go punch every single character in the face. Yeah, let me into the raw. But the biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting. Alright, cool. I thought it would just unlock them all, It's clearly for the data center. I don't have to be a genius to figure that out, but I just have to not be Makoto to figure that out. Huh. On a side note, I was talking to a coworker, and they might have a laptop for me, which means I might be able to stream some of these the PC games that I've been really wanting to stream for you guys, which would be really nice. Okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. We went to one additional place. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now? Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? Just let Toko open it then, since she's clearly indestructible. You're asking that question now? And to be fair, it would have happened when he unlocked it. Don't worry, we have Makoto.
In other words...
What? It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Sorry, Toko in the far corner is so funny. I'd like to imagine that they're all standing as far back as they're willing to stand, in case it explodes. I reached out and put my hand on the door. What is the jungle noise? What is the jungle noise? What is this music? Why is this the... I'm having issues with this game. It's been a weird day, I think, and this is not helpful. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Hope there's a body. Oh, no, it's just an actual legit command center. In a word, the room was... strange. No shit, Sherlock. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. Hey, do you think the keys go to the lab or to Buckingham Palace? To be fair, if someone asked one of those characters that, they would genuinely ponder it for a second. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered.
What?
This is... It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To... watch us? Then this room is... the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? 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 Yeah, Hina! We get it! Huh? The body in the garden. If they have the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. No, Byakuya. Those shoes clearly indicated that was the little Lolita that I can't remember the name of. Then the mastermind is dead? Like, really, really? Oh, no! Wait! That's why the fingernails threw me off on the wacky, couldn't get drawn correctly in the 2D JPEG arm. That was Junko's body! That was straight up Junko's body! Anyways, hey, do you think that room is being used to watch that? That's hilarious. That's why those shoes made me think of the Lolita, but they definitely weren't hers now that I think about the hand. That was Junko's. I do hold all this knowledge in my head. I wish that was a joke, but it's just autism. Then the mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. I just wasn't sure, you know, because they didn't say. I don't know if they were going to touch on it, but it seems like that room might have been used to maybe to spy on them. But yeah, okay, look at that shoe, and then look at the nail. That was definitely just... That was just Junko. From the very, like... From the beginning of the game. If anyone remembers her. From, like, months ago at this point, it feels like now. So, who was it that... If the mastermind is really dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on! No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? What about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh? The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have ever done it?
Ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind. Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose, and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Hey, there was still a lot in, like, where we found the body that I wanted to look at, but, you know, that's just me, I guess. I'm the only one with fucking thoughts and things. There's nothing showing up on this one. Oh, I think you just killed one of my kidneys with that one. Oh, that's funny. Huh? Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna? It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Oh shit, yeah, 2009. High-def antenna. Oh god. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV? No, you could get news about the outside world! God, I hate you all! Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. Ah, you're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Okay, so I presume he will eventually work on that. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that. But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Alter Ego! My beloved queen. I'm her burger... Wait, at the Burger King with my Burger Queen. Sorry. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. No. I refuse to say it. I refuse. How much is a monthly membership? Absolutely not. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Yeah, is no one else in here going to acknowledge that there is a camera aimed within this space? Not one of you children wants to say anything about that? You really just code switched to Fruity? When did I do that? I didn't code switch to Fruity. I code switched to 2008 Pete Wentz. That's what I code switched to. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. I bet you that one needs the key that What's-Her-Face has. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. No, the sentence before Pete Wentz? Are you... What did I say before the... at the Burger King with my Burger Queen?
Yeah!
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. They have such stupid hope.
You know?
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. And do it. Friggin' idiot, mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Okay, cool. I was like, well, that camera has to be pointed at someone. This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird,
What?
super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed? Did you try changing the channel? The call is coming from inside. I know you meant inside the house, but I'm gonna read that typo as hustler. The call is coming from inside the hustler. good idea. Let's give that a try. Hiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. I like that Makoto is built so small. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center. I feel like what this is trying to imply to us is that the Mastermind does not need this data center to monitor the cameras and know where you guys are, and that they can just do it from like anything with an antenna, which is hauntingly advanced technology for 2009.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, what he said. Isn't it broken or something? No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? I'm not sure, but... What? What? Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid! Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going? No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Whew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
Hey.
The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. Well, I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine. I'll just tell you.
Chills.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Dream.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. No, Makoto, you know what it... Oh. What do you mean you don't know what it means? What do you mean you don't know what it means? That's a straightforward fucking sentence. It's being broadcast live to the entire world. He not Battle Royale. What's the other one? He fucking Hunger Games to your ass. Makoto, you can't be this fucking stupid every time! Jesus Christ, man. God. Playing as you is draining. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. You think it's the most popular thing on TV? Thank you for that. What? Broadcast live? To the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible! That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found in hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. All you need is one simple trick to lose body fat in a matter of days. No more dieting. No more dieting and exercise plans that don't work. Instead, all you need is one simple pill to make the pounds drop off. I think word for word that is one of those stupid infomercial ads. I can't even deny it. Are you being serious right now? I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you? All those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries? Even me luring you here right now? Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did?
Yes,
Huh?
indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever. But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
Of course.
What? Yeah, duh. There's the little business of... Oh, shit. I totally forgot. I blanked out.
Has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean... Oh.
The Monokuma file!
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay. Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait!
Oh, there's his stupid-ass, dumbass noise when he leaves. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. Totally forgot about class trials. To be fair, it has been a while since we've had a class trial. Because, what? I went on... What would that have been? 2 weeks ago? We had the one for Sakura. So it's been a minute. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. My feet are asleep. Dog. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Figure it out. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko.
What the heck?
What? What are you talking about? I thought Mikuro Ikisaba was the one who died. The victim is female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. Yet if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mikuro Ikisaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? No, there's definitely a possibility. And it might be the streaks of blonde hair. It might be the red fingernails. It might be the Junko shoes. But I think it might be Junko. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm incredibly attentive, and it has nothing to do with the autism. And you guys are incredibly stupid, and it definitely seems like it should have to do with autism. But that's besides the point. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. Aw, he has a crush. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe it, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer? Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said... I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. What the fuck is this rock opera music happening? This is a new track. They just threw out a new track at like hour 12. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. No fucking way. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? No, dog, it's Junko. Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Oh, we're... okay. Didn't even let me walk, they speed ran me here. Okay. Time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Yeah, would you let me look at this rock now? These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Double check what later? What the hell is that? Honestly, that's got to be the least amount of information they could have given me. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. And one of them is fucking gone. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course. There were precisely 5. Yeah. Right? What's wrong? Whoa, chicken gone. Bonk. There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ugh! That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Ooh, I have some new theories. Personally, I think that what Makoto saw and thought was like someone coming to like try and kill him in the middle of the night was actually someone coming to steal the knife. And by someone, I mean Ikaro Mukusaba, the 16th student, hidden somewhere in the school. The one nicknamed the Ultimate Despair. I'm sorry, I won't continue with my joke. I think it was that person coming to steal the knife, specifically to set this shit up. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Monokuma said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Yeah, dumbass! Wait, is this... That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. Dude, they didn't attack you. I think they were just taking the knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Too many strange coincidences. And maybe then no, you would fucking know, because how else would the body get there? But Kodo. God, I hate him. And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No. No, it can't be. There's no way. Look at the crime scene. I'm surprised none of them want to get on his case for letting that knife out of his sight. What's over there? Oh, there was a camera pointed at this murder the whole time. That's funny. Murder, quote unquote. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Anyways. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails has been added to the truthful section. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Oh, what time of day is it? Because the sprinklers go off right at 7:30, don't they? Cool, that's everything. Step away from the dead body? Oh, dog, I kind of forgot about these man-eating plants that's up here. Those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Oh, I got a coin. I didn't even know. I didn't look at the sprinklers themselves. The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. I knew the sprinkler thing would be important. Yeah, he pointed it out very specifically. I think we all knew it was going to be important, except Makoto. Yeah, you know, the man-eating plants, like in our remake. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place... Sprinklers. Post 7:30. That's what he was gonna say. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside... totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. That's the one and only thing in here that concerns you? I guess now I have to talk to everyone. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Yeah, it's just the one thing that concerns him. He's got no other thoughts, because he's got one thing that concerns him. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Kyoko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? It was post 7:30. Oh, it's 9. It was 9 o'clock. Now then, Kyoko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So, I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the Truth Bullet section. We'll end with Byakuya since there's no Kyoko here. So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay, fair. That's fair. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you, too. And to viewers like you, thank you. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. But what do you want to talk about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. But how can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here. So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's... Unless it was him. See, but here's the thing. They're setting it up for another one of those moments where we dunk on him because he's stupid. And it's the fact that he has not contemplated that the body isn't wet. And he's like, the murder had to take place after midnight. No. It had to take place post 7:30 a.m. Because the body isn't wet. And the sprinklers would have gone on and wet it if the murder had taken place post midnight and then it sat there the whole time. They're prepping us to dunk on him, so he's clearly just an idiot. It would have had to be one of the other three, but I still don't think it was either of any of them. That's really bad, isn't it? I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I don't know what the fuck that's a fragment of, dude. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Just
Limit my options? Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Hey Makoto! This is like the one time where I need you to actually not be a little shit with your fucking I should check out that one area nonsense, okay? I should check out that one area. I'm Makoto. I pissed my pants because I'm Makoto. Wasn't there? Oh no, that's where the sword was. I was like, wasn't there something there before? I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh, is that what that was a fragment of? The bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden? That's a fragment of the bomb? Why does it look that way? Why is it so clean cut? Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. That's also another great point. He was with them the whole time post finding the bomb. Like, he couldn't have brought it up to the body. You think you can go soon, Byakuya? You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. You know how Byakuya and Makoto interact? They act the same way that I've seen a lot of... I'm actually going to end that joke there. Oh, was her room right here? Oh, sorry. I forgot we have to be his little slut for a second. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. Yeah, it's got a fucking boatload of nothing in it. Can I look in her bathroom? Here's the bathroom. She may have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Aww. Her knickers. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as the case is concerned. Oh, well, I thought I might get a coin for it. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration?
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? He said dojo like a question. You know what the dojo is. We're going to the dojo. And then I'm gonna slap you silly. Oh no, why is it not letting me... Oh god, is it gonna make me... Is it gonna make me walk to the dojo?
It's certainly... What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might
Come on.
help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something.
It's true.
Huh? What's this? Yeah. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened. So open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper.
What?
Under the sheets. That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Oh my god, Makoto. But could something be hidden under the bedsheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry. Mikuro Ikusaba?
I see.
It appears to be Mikuro Ikusaba's profile. But yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. Not doing that. That voice. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mikuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. The ultimate soldier? Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Dog, no. You can't military industrialize a child. Also, what's wrong with his thumb? Why is it built like that? Someone really didn't know how to draw hands and arms. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. I drew them hands. Every time you say that, it's actually very funny. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. So you're saying that you guys created a literal child soldier, and then she disappeared, came back, and was like, I actually ran off with a mercenary group, and I had them train me on some stuff while I was with them. But I'm back now. And you guys didn't immediately just lock her up? You were like, we're gonna enroll her in a school? The Ultimate Soldier? A mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh?
Naturally.
You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir is already... Whoa! I feel like our hero's becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh! You found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey, come on now.
And don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Okami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know? Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am! A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order! Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that. When you all first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding?
In other words,
Are you saying... That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16. Then... whisper it. Yeah! Say it again!
Lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Oh, lay it out for me.
Ultimate despair.
Oh, I've never heard this before. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikasawa. Every time I have to say it, I think I die inside. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Make sense?
well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you.
Hey,
Seriously? You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Okay, if she's apparently covering a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see, that would mean that, again, the body that we found is not hers because it has a tattoo of, you guessed it, a wolf, which I have to presume is Fenrir. But that presents a confusing thing because that was... So was that not junk? Wait, so is that Ikuro Saba? Okay. Alright, won't lie, they've got me lost a little bit, but it is what it is. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, a tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
What?
Huh? Forget about that. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His
Such
trap?
ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. You know what, Byakuya? You're right. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means
right.
Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro's the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is
It's
related to the
certainly
case.
possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing gang. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when
What?
the investigation first began. But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I
It's all
changed my
clear
mind.
now.
Mukuro Ukusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
So in other
That's a
words,
good point. Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So, that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the
Let's
dojo
go.
really are connected. Well, are you coming? Oh yeah, dojo time. I'm not even gonna talk to him. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like at the super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of
I
these lockers.
see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest
Very
to the right?
strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and... click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a bloodstain? Strong sticks. If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now.
Very strange.
Is something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public
Let's
doesn't have
go.
access to. We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. This man's taking us all over. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. Okay, well, I'll talk to him.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? You don't even know what it says. Just look at the image, dumbass. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. Yeah, you know, I totally know French from high school. You know, because in high school, they taught me French, so that I would totally know French from high school. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of a team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Yeah, it means the body we were looking at was indeed Mikuru Ukasaba. Mikuru Ukasaba. The 16th student. The ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Sorry. It gives me a giggle every time.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the
okay.
Earth,
He's got a
natural
new
phenomena.
sentence.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to
That's
uncover
right.
the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Through this door. Damn, the group is small. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet? Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what? Jesus! Did I scare you? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko! You're still alive! No! That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial! You need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late? I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish! So spoiled! You're right, there's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later! No, I'll make sure you're sorry later! Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator! I'll be just one step ahead of you! When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we've got to deal with the ghost. I told you? Stop talking. Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. How are you not dead? Anyways. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right.
Second floor? There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out? Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late. I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to? Actually, to be precise,
In other words,
not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma. We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her? Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Sorry. That was not a fun moment. I breathed in, and then I couldn't breathe. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clinking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Oh, what the fuck is this room? Ha! I've been waiting for this! I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed! Let's get on with the show! And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And that is where we leave it off for the night. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this stream for Danganronpa. If you liked it, make sure to check out everything that you can find backlogged over on ye old YouTube, where I'm going to continue to kind of forget to accidentally put thumbnails on certain things until the very last second, and that's okay. So thank you guys again. Make sure to have your notifications for Twitch on. That way you know when I go live, since there's no set schedule, because it's kind of insane the way that my job works. I wish I got off on time. Anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see all of you when I see ya.